Hey everyone, welcome back to another vlog. I'm trying to stabilize you guys a little bit best I can. I'm driving, obviously. I just got off of work. It is Sunday, July 4th, and I head home to go get the husband because we're gonna go back to town to get some paver stones to start working on making a front porch. The new house currently does not have a front porch, but there's a flower bed that would be perfect for a front porch. I'm very much so feeling like this tripod is pointless. So I'm just gonna hold you guys here because it's easier than holding you all the way over there while I have a shaky tripod. So anyways, yeah, I just got off of work. Thought we could chat a little bit because I had something kind of, I don't know, silly happen at work today. A customer made an odd comment that I'm like, people are weird, especially when you do retail type stuff. Y'all get it if you've done it, or if you're anything in the service industry of any kind. Get some odd folks, y'all. So today I do food samples, if you guys didn't know. The first thing that happened, I had all my samples out. I had Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches all out on a red tray. Clearly samples, at least I would assume you would know that they're samples. And I asked this lady, I'm like, do you want a Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich? I've got, you know, help yourself, I've got samples. And the lady comes over and she's like, points at the samples in the little cups, and she goes, is this the sample? And I'm like, no. I mean, obviously I told her yes, but in my head I'm like, no, it's just for you to look at, don't eat it. Yes, why else would there be like a handful of little souffle cups sitting out there with pieces of sandwich in it if that was not the sample? Like, do we have common sense here? It's kind of feeling like we don't. And then I had another guy come up, and hopefully my air conditioner's not bothering you, but it is like 88 degrees outside, so I kind of need it. But I had another guy come up, him and his wife, and the wife didn't really say anything. She took her sample, walked on, he took one, and then he's like, I just want to let you know we're not members here. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, they said that we can't buy anything today unless we get a membership, so we're not members. And I'm like, okay. And he said something else, and I was like, well, if you really want them, then you can go buy them at Walmart. Like, I straight up don't care, okay? Like, I'm not getting paid by commission. I don't care if you're a member or not. I'm not here to check your membership card. That's not my job. My job is to put samples on this little red tray and ask you if you want one. That's the extent of my job. And if you want one, I can tell you how much they cost, how to cook them, and where they're located at in the store. Past that, we don't need to talk. It's that simple. So I was like, okay, like, I don't know why you feel the need to tell me all of your information about whether you are a member for the store or not. And then the last one that I thought was really weird, I offered a sample to the guy, and he comes over, he's looking at it, and he goes, no, I don't want it. I'm like, okay. And then he goes, but I'm not rejecting you. I'm rejecting the sample. I don't want the sample. It's nothing to do with you. It's not personal towards you. And I'm just standing there like, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't ask you on a date. Like, I asked if you wanted a fourth of a breakfast sandwich. And so I'm just kind of standing there staring at him, and I'm like, okay. And then he's like, he kind of said it as a question, but also kind of like a statement. And he's like, it must get really depressing having people tell you no all day. And I'm like, dude, I don't get paid on commission. I don't care if you eat it or not. That's exactly what I told him. And he's like, oh, well, good. I feel better then. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, in what world would I be offended because you didn't want to take a sample I offered you? I just don't understand that concept. Like, it's so weird. I don't take it personally. You're reading too far into this. It's literally the fourth of a breakfast sandwich that I'm offering you, and you could take it and throw it in the trash. I don't care. I'm still gonna get paid. Nobody's gonna ask questions. Weird, you know? And then speaking of weird, we have twice now caught our neighbor to the back of us just randomly walking through our yard with her kid, and we don't even know her. Like, I met her one time. I was out in the backyard with my cousin and our friend who's my other neighbor, and all of our kids were playing, we were hanging out, talking, whatever, and then the neighbor to the back of us walks up with her 2-year-old and introduced herself, and she's like, I haven't socialized in like a year, and like, I don't really know how to talk to people anymore. And I'm like, oh, hey, come, pull up a seat and hang out with us, you know? And so she's just sitting there, we're all just hanging out and chatting, and the kids are playing, whatever. And she stayed maybe an hour. So, I mean, she seemed nice enough, but then my neighbor, who's also my friend, was like, you know, I tried to make friends with her when I first moved in, but she's really weird. And I was like, well, she seemed normal enough. It didn't, you know, she didn't strike me as odd. She struck me as a little socially awkward maybe, but again, she said she hasn't talked to anybody in a year because of COVID. She's been socially isolating, so that'd make anybody a little odd. And I didn't think much of it. Well, then yesterday, which was July 3rd, we put in a gravel driveway. And we had like 7 tons of gravel sitting in a pile in the back of our yard for like 2 days before we got around to putting it into a driveway. So we get the driveway done, everything's ready to go. And then we load up the kids and we leave to go to a cookout. Well, we catch it on our security cameras that, you know, there's motion in the backyard. So we get on there and we're looking as we're driving to the cookout. We've been gone like not even 20 minutes. And we see the neighbor lady and her 2-year-old just randomly walking through our yard. She's holding his hand. So it's not like he took off and she had to chase him down and get him. They're just randomly taking a lovely stroll through our backyard. They come up to our new driveway, stand there and stare at it, and then walk off towards the sidewalk, I assume, and back around the block to their house. And I'm just like, that was really weird. Like, if she just wanted to come and see it or ask about it, she could have done it when we were there. Like, you know, but whatever. Okay, odd. Whatever. Well, my husband today, it's Sunday, is outside playing with our son, Levi, our 4-year-old. They're driving an RC car around the church parking lot that we're next door to. And he can't really see into the yard or whatever. They're just driving the car, and then they go back in the back door, walk into the backyard, and they see the neighbor lady with her son hand in hand again, just randomly walking through our backyard. And she avoids making eye contact with my husband and walks off across the church parking lot towards the sidewalk. And it's just kind of like, why are you in my yard, you know? And like, coming out of I don't want to say it's a big city, but the city we lived in prior to this one, you know, we were in a rough neighborhood, and if somebody was in your backyard, it's because they either want to steal something or break something. And so, like, that's my go-to, because that's what I've lived for the last 6 years. If somebody's in your yard, they're up to no good if you don't know who they are. And like, I barely know who she is, you know? Like, I met her one time. So, kind of weird, and I'm not quite sure how to go about that, because like, I'd rather make friends than enemies. And like, Tori, my friend who lives next door, like, her kids are coming and going on my yard all the time, and I like don't have a problem with it because I know Tori. We've been friends for a year, and like, we hang out all the time. And you know, if she wants to come sit in my backyard while the kids play, I don't care. And her and my cousin have done that because I've been at work or we've been gone or whatever, and they're visiting, and the kids want to play in our yard because we've got a trampoline. And like, yeah, whatever. Like, I know you guys don't care, but like, I don't know her. You know, I only met her once. And it's not like her and her kid are back there playing in the backyard. They're just walking around it, and it's just weird. Like, you know? Which is exactly what Tori said. She's like, she's a little weird, you know? She sent it through a text to me and my cousin when we first met her. She's like, you know, she's kind of a strange bird. So, that's very much proving to be true. And I don't quite know how to approach that because, again, I'd rather have friends than enemies. But also, like, I don't really know you well enough to feel comfortable having you meandering around my backyard. Also, like, I specifically told Tori and my cousin Keisha, like, if you guys want to hang out back here if I'm not home, go ahead. I've never said that to this lady because I don't know her. So, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let me know, because my first instinct is to be direct and be like, can I help you? Like, I see you're hanging out in my backyard. What's going on? But I don't want to be too aggressive and make enemies, you know? I'd rather, like, make friends. So I don't know, it's just weird. Anyways, I am almost home, so I will check in with you guys in a little bit when we're at Walmart picking out our paver stones to start doing our new little front patio in the front of the house. Hello, we are back home from Walmart. Husband is in the middle of ripping all of the flower bed stuff out of the front so we can start doing our paver stones. Getting a trash bag to put all of the stuff in. I don't know if I showed you guys this in the last vlog or not, but we installed a sliding barn door. And so this was our old bathroom door, and husband cut it to make it into a half door for the kitchen. This is what I was wanting to show you guys. I will try to link these down below if I can. The boys jeans from Wonder Nation from size 4-5 all the way up are on clearance right now. They only have 2 styles. They're $5 a piece. They were, I want to say, $7 or $8. They've calmed down a little bit more. They're regular $14. So I bought Levi. I finally found him. I showed this to you guys in a couple videos ago. When I bought him his first couple of pair for school, I paid like $7 something a piece for him. So the first go round, they only had this color in, the blue jean in. So I already had him 2 of these, so I went ahead and bought him a 3rd pair. Because let's be honest, he doesn't care about clothes. You know, I mean, he gets interested in shirts sometimes, but he doesn't care about jeans. So that gives him, this will be number 3 for back to school. And then so 4 and 5. So these are the colors they have available. These are both the same color if you're wondering. So yeah, they're down to $5. I'll try to link them below if you're interested. And they've got them from size, like I said, 4, 5, all through 6, 7. They go up from there. So it's kind of what they look like if you got a little guy or even a big guy, a boy who's needing jeans for school. Go check that out, you guys. Go get you some $5 jeans because these things are expensive. So here's the place we're gonna put the patio. I'm just gonna extend it out to where the boards are right here. Husband's dug up all of the, all of the garden stuff that was here. He's taking it all out. And then right along here, we're gonna do our blueberry bushes. So, which we have these here, we need to get them planted. So, I'll show you guys what it's looking like here in a little bit. So we just finished putting in our pavers. We need about 20 more to finish this off. Levi's up here ready to start doing chalk. You want to show the vlog your toad you found? Well, where's your frog at? He's gone. Where'd he go? He's right there. Yeah, Froggy. Hello, Toad.
There's a frog there.
Yeah. What are you naming the frog?
I don't know what he is.
You don't know what his name is?
Yeah.
You can give him a name. Do you want to give him a name?
Why?
So he has a name.
I don't know.
How about Ribbit? Ribbit the frog?
I don't know what I'm going to name him.
He's technically a toad.
I don't know what I'm going to name him.
Well, you think about it, okay?
I want to name him Boslaw.
Boleslaw?
Yeah.
Boleslaw the frog?
Yeah.
It is funny. You have to tell Daddy that. So that's what we're looking like. It looks pretty good. It's not quite even. It's kind of one of those things where as everything settles, hopefully it evens out a little bit more. As for him wanting to call the frog Boleslaw, that was the name we teased about calling Ira when I was pregnant with him. Because, no joke, we found that name online in a list of baby names. I don't know where that comes from, but so we teased about it. So we still tease, and sometimes we call Ira Boleslaw. So yeah, I think that's it for us today, and I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Got my swimsuit on. It's time to take the kids to the splash pad. So I'm gonna go do that till they come home for lunch and naps. And then I think we're also gonna go to my in-laws pool this evening. So lots of water play today. But my swimsuit, I think it's super cute. I love it. I got it last year when I did a little collaboration with a company called Meat Curve. And I love this suit. It's held up really well. I think it's super stinking cute. If they still have it, I'll try to link it below. It's just like your normal cut there. Normal one piece. The back, pretty basic. So, ready to go. Good morning, everyone. My boys are still asleep, which is amazing. Levi is normally up by like 7:30. Yesterday, after naps, we went to my mother-in-law's pool. My brother and sister-in-law were there with their boys. The kids all got to swim. Ira is like a little water baby. He loves it. Levi at that age was a total weenie. Like, he was okay if you held him, but I mean, sometimes you get him to float in some rafts, but he was just like not having it. Ira did not want to be in rafts at all. He wanted you to hold him, and he wanted you to like, he wasn't floating on his back, like laying out on his belly so he'd kick and splash. I loved it. So that was super fun. He gets that for me because I love water too. Cat. Cat, cat, cat. Other cat. I've had some folks not too long ago mention they didn't realize we had cats. Yes, we have 2 of them. They're both around 7 years old. So we had them for a hot minute. We had them when we lived in our trailer. So I was like when I started my YouTube channel forever ago. So, well, about 7 years ago. Anyway, yeah, took the kids swimming. They had a blast. They did great. Levi's getting braver with the water. He loves being in if he has like a inner tube floaty around him. So he's like kicking and swimming all over the water. It's like the first year that he's been brave with the water. Can't get him to jump in. He won't do that. He wants to take the stairs up and down. He doesn't like getting his face wet. I don't know what is up with him with that. He's been like that since he's been an itty bitty thing. He doesn't like it. Like, if he's in the bath and he gets his face wet, we always have to have, like, a little dry hand towel off to the side to dry his face off, like, when we wash his hair. I swear it looks like we're waterboarding him because he takes a towel and puts it over his face while we're washing his hair. And sometimes it gets the towel wet, and then he starts screaming because the towel is wet and his face is wet. And it's like, well, if you could just suck it up for 3 minutes. Like, you're not going to die because your face gets wet, but he hates it. So he had fun as long as his face didn't get wet. If he got splashed in the face or anything, he's like, oh, yeah, you know. So I'm like, oh my God, dear Godchild, my nose is wet. And I'm like, oh my God, just do this, just wipe it off. You're not gonna drown because your nose gets wet. He cracks me up. So yeah, today I think my mom's coming over to watch Ira, and I'm gonna take Levi to the actual pool here in town so that him and I can spend a little bit of one-on-one time together. Plus, my mom and I took both the boys to the pool not long ago. But the problem with that is that my mom has a bad hip, so she can't do a whole lot to like chase the boys down. And so it was really hard having both of them in the water and me trying to keep an eye on them because Levi kept wanting to go off to like deeper areas. There's like water slides he wanted to do and this basketball thing he wanted to do, but I couldn't take him over there because I had Ira with me and there's no way I could hold both of them, right? Like, ooh, excuse me. That particular day, Levi was feeling a little bit brave in the pool. He was doing great in the kiddie pool, swimming all over it, keeping his head above water, but swimming all over it. And he wanted to go over to some deeper areas. And I was afraid that, like, what if he goes too deep and I'm holding Ira and I can't get a hold of him? And it just, you know, all I seen was nightmares. So today, my mom's going to come watch Ira while he's napping. And I'm going to take Levi to the pool, hopefully. I hear him. He's up. He's coming downstairs. He doesn't know yet, just in case things fall through. But hopefully that works. So this morning, I was just going to do some stretching because I've been feeling super tense and tight. So, getting old, y'all. I'm getting lines under my eyes. It's like every morning. I'm like, what's happening to my face? Good morning.
Good morning.
You gotta go potty?
Yes.
Okay. Shut this door. Shut mommy's door.
I'm sitting off the door.
Okay. This stretch right here, I can feel it just right through the back of my thigh. It's so tight right now. I remember when I was high school, I could like, from this position, put my head to the floor. There's no way I could do that now. Oh my God, I don't even think I can. Okay, I can still touch my feet, but that hurts. That's painful. And then doing this with flexing the feet, stretches out under the underside of the legs. You guys probably know this. I don't know. If you guys want like a group stretch with me, I can film one. But like in high school, I did color guard and we stretched out all the time. So I know what I'm doing if you guys are interested in something like that. You can't say I'm like your traditional person to follow for that stuff, but just because I don't look like it doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing. Would you stop licking my fingers? Quit. Weirdo. You guys are wondering why I'm kind of pulsing through this. When I come down here on my elbows, this is really putting a stretch through, I don't know, it's your hamstring, to the underside of my thigh there, which I need. But it's also kind of intense. So I pulse for like 3 or 4 or whatever. And then I come up and it gives my underside of my legs a little bit of a break. Then I go back into it. Kind of like think about like when you're weightlifting and you're doing sets. So kind of the same concept. Because if I just sat in it, it would be way too intense. So it just kind of helps break it all up a little bit. I started feeling super tense at the old house, and I kept telling myself when we moved to the new house, I would start using this little like alcove space in our bedroom to stretch every morning. I've done it twice. This is twice. We've been here for a month. But Levi's gotten up so early every morning that I have to start getting everything ready for the boys, and then he wants to go outside and play, and it's just, I feel like I haven't had time to take this for myself. So, and he gets, like I said, he gets up like 7:30 in the morning, and I'm more like an 8 o'clocker, you know? So, today, I think it's like 8:30, and he just got up. But you see, now I'm doing the stretch again, I'm starting to be able to come down a little lower. Oh, so in the middle of the night last night, my Band-Aid here, if you guys haven't heard that story, I split my toenail, like, long way. We're getting towards the end of it. It doesn't hurt anymore. It's not bloody anymore. Now I've got, like, a giant notch in my toenail because I've been able to clip out so much of that nail as it's grown out. It just snags on everything, so I keep a Band-Aid on it. And normally I do one over the top, and then I wrap one around the sides to like keep the one that's on top there and not coming up. The one I was wrapped on the sides last night while I was sleeping, like 2 in the morning, it just started hurting so bad I couldn't sleep. So I had to get up and take my Band-Aid off. And it was cutting into my toe, like cutting off circulation, like a giant red spot on the side of my toe. I've never had a Band-Aid so tight that it did that before. And I also don't know why it took so long for it to start being a problem, because I had it on, you know, since the evening. So I had to get up and change my Band-Aid, and I just put on one across the top. So we'll see how long this one holds up today before I have to get another bandage. I'm so ready for my toenail to be grown out. I'm so tired of wearing Band-Aids all the time. But I hate the feeling of my nails snagging on things, and there's no way I could sleep at night having this snagging against the bed all night long. Like, no. So I'm in Band-Aids until I can get this smoothed out. My feet dirty. They look kind of dirty. I'm barefoot all the time, y'all. Like, I swear they're just stained that color. Like, even after a bath, they're still slightly dingy. Well, and also, like, the parking lot out here recently got repaved with the black asphalt. And so I walk around on it barefoot, so do the kids. And I swear all of us are just kind of stained from that fresh tar. Legit tar hill. I mean, I did live in North Carolina for a long time, so I'll own it. Not really a long time, like 3 or 4 years, but still. I don't know why this feels so tight in comparison to this leg. Can you hear Levi counting in the bathroom? He talks to himself every time he's in the bathroom. It's cute. Okay. I'm trying to stretch out my back a little bit. So this was one that I always had a hard time mastering. But you want to think like a cat and arch your back like that and just push up. And it's going to help pull the muscles down here. Obviously, like, I'm not quite getting enough there, but someone is at the front door. I'm going to assume Levi's friend is here to play already. Oh, I gotta go answer that. Chase the neighborhood kids away. I want Levi to play. I told him he hasn't had breakfast yet. So my cousin recently gave us this fish tank. How beautiful is this, right? It's gorgeous. So I'm excited about it. That's her goldfish. This tank was her grandpa's, who passed away 8 years ago, and apparently this fish was his. And she said it's at least 10 years old. She can remember this fish for at least the last 10 years, which is insane. And there's a beta right up there that she sent with the tank. And then there's a pleco, which is in the log. But I've been enjoying this, especially in the evenings. I like to just pull my footstool up over here and just sit and watch the fish. It's nice. There you go. Put it in the hamper. Yeah. Put it in. There you go. Good job. Get more. I got Ira doing my dirty work for me. He wanted to come in here, so I assumed he wanted to help. Good job. There you go. Oh, don't fall in. Oh. Here, mommy help you. Put him in. Good job. You gonna get it all? Whoa, what was that? Some crazy feet. Gotta get them feet together. You're doing so good. Good job, Ira. Thank you. Thank you. A little bit more. Good job. Put it in the hamper. Yay! All done. Oh, wait, there's a towel. There's one more. Can you get the last piece? Can you get the last piece? Or are you going to put the hamper away? You're going to put it away? Put it in. Push, 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 push. Push, push, push. Push it in. Push it in. Good job. You want this last one? Yay. Hello, it is later in the day. Levi and I just got done at the pool. We had fun. Did you have fun, buddy?
I want to have a lot of fun.
He wants to have a lot of fun. He didn't want to leave. We were there for just shy of 2 hours. We stopped at a dollar store on the way here to try to find him like a floaty. It turns out they don't have them anymore. It's out of season. So we just mostly stayed in the baby area. We went into like a little bit of a deeper area. And I just held him and he did okay with that. But he had more fun being in the baby area because he could touch. But he did really good at my mother-in-law's pool yesterday, which I'm not sure how deep that is, but he needs a floaty in it. He can't touch there. And with a floaty, he did really good. So I wanted to get him one for our pool day today, but it did not work out. My mom is at the house right now with Ira. He took his nap during this time frame. He went down about 1-ish. And my mom was watching that new movie, Luca, on Disney+. So hopefully she liked it. I thought that movie was really cute. I watched it. I liked it. Have you guys seen it? What did you guys think about it? I think it's really cute. So, yeah. We're stopping here at South Pole to get drinks. And then we're going to head on home. And Levi's wanting some ice cream. Levi, are you wanting a cookie sandwich or do you want a cup of chocolate ice cream?
Ice cream sandwich.
No, ice cream sandwich. Do you want the chocolate chip or do you want the M&M?
Chocolate chip.
Okay, those are good, aren't they?
The vlog is all the way to 100, some more to 100.
The vlog is all the way to 100? Say, give us 100 likes, right? Give us 100 thumbs ups. You can't see his thumb back there, but he's got it up. Oh, my sweet boy. But he did really good at our beach day or pool day. We had some fun. Got to swim. So anyways, yeah. Drinks and then heading on home. Are you gonna go? Or are you just gonna say it? This lady's on her cell phone. I mean, I'm one to talk. Clearly I'm on my phone too, but she's like not paying any attention. Oh, I was going to tell you guys a little something that happened at the pool, which I thought was really weird. So when we got there, you know, it's after they open at noon. It was like 1:30 when we got there. So all the lounge chairs were taken, which is fine. We didn't need a lounge chair. We were in the pool the entire time anyways. I wasn't worried about that. I just needed a place to put my pool bag. My pool bag right here, or Levi's overnight bag, whatever you want to call it. And so I had it up against this fence with our shoes, and it's all, you know, zipped and buttoned and whatever. So I've been kind of like watching it the whole time, and I noticed 2 teenage girls went and sat next to it, and I'm like, that's a little odd, but whatever. Like, there's not really any place else to sit. Like, it's really getting limited, so whatever. Kept keeping an eye on it, but keep in mind, like, there was like other people's stuff kind of in my way of viewing it, plus a light pole, so I couldn't see all of it. I could just kind of get an eye of where it was at, and I could tell by her motions that she wasn't in it. I just knew she was next to it. Let me see about ordering. Do you want a slushie, bud? What kind of slushie do you want? Do you want watermelon? Okay.
Hi,
Hello. Can we get a small watermelon? Do you guys have watermelon slushies by chance?
We do not. We only have grape and lime right now.
Do you want a grape slushie?
No, I want a strawberry one.
Well, they don't have that. They have grape. Do you want a sweet tea?
I just want my wife.
We'll take a small, the grape slushie.
All right.
And then can I get a small, do you guys have Sprite?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you guys have Sprite?
Yes, we do.
We'll take a small Sprite, sorry, and a large Coke, please.
All right.
And then can I get a chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwich and an M&M one?
Yeah. Would that be it for you?
That'll be it.
Okay. I'll get you out the next minute.
Thank you. I just dropped my debit card. Oh no. Come here. Got it. I'm sure I was gonna be able to reach it.
Here's that grape slushy.
Thank you.
No, I didn't.
Levi, it's the only option. I got you the ice cream. That's what they have, but they don't have
We
any.
actually don't have M&M right now, which is it okay if we give you a sugar cookie one, or would you like another chocolate chip?
2 chocolate chips is fine.
2 chocolate chips. All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Here's our first one. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
Small Sprite. 2 large Coke. And then here's our other chocolate chip. Chocolate.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
We haven't been here a whole lot. I mean, I kind of grew up coming here occasionally, but like my mom always ordered because I was a kid. So me doing the ordering, I'm like, I don't know what I want to get. Levi, just hold on to that in case you need to put your sandwich back in it, okay?
Why?
Because you never eat all of it, so you'll need something to put your ice cream back in. So how cute is this? They put a little pretzel on the straw. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get out going this way. Too people-y. So anyway, so yeah, I seen Scatterbrain back there because even though I looked at the menu, I was like eyeballing the sizing, trying to figure out what everything was. Anyway, the place is always amazing after the pool. So back to my beach bag. I noticed this teenage girl sitting next to it. Keep in mind I can't see all of my bag, but I can see it enough to know that it's there, and I can see her motions well enough to know that she's not going through it. At least I'm pretty sure she hasn't. I'm not like staring at it, the entire time. I'm mostly staring at him. Just glancing at the bag on occasion to keep an eye on where it's at.
I saw a big building like that. Mom?
That's the clock tower, buddy. Well, towards the end of our beach time, or our pool time, I noticed that our shoes are kind of scattered because they were like right next to each other, and our bag was like kind of touching them. It wasn't on top of them, but it was touching them. And now I'm noticing that like I'm seeing less of my bag and my shoes are more pushed off to the side. And I'm like, what is going on? So I went ahead and get out of the pool, and I go over there, and this girl is halfway lounging on my bag. And I'm like, I don't know who you are. Like, she's like legit half on it. Like half on it, half off of it. Like using it as lumbar support. And so I reach over and I just snatch it out from behind her. I don't say nothing to her. I give her a glare of like, what are you doing, child? And I walk off and grab my shoes and take everything to another spot. And then I go get him out of the baby section because it's time to leave anyways. And I checked everything. She didn't go through any of it, but I just thought that it was really weird. I mean, kids do stupid stuff, she's a kid, but by her age, and guessing she's anywhere between 11 and 13, I would think she'd know better than, if an 8-year-old did that, I'd say, well, they're 8, but she looked older than that considerably. So I'm like, why would you think it's a good idea to grab some random person's bag and lounge on it? Like, and the fact that she wasn't fully lounging on it, only halfway, makes me think she knows it was not normal, right? Like, anyway, the end. Tiny little story there. There's also a lot of older kids in the baby pool that were making it nervous for him, because he's not a strong swimmer. He's not really a swimmer at all. He's more of like a splash around. He won't even stick his face in, And he did have a moment where he kind of got pushed and shoved and went under. Thankfully, he was close to me, so I was able to grab him and pull him back out. And he was good, but it was still making me nervous because, like, the baby section should be a pretty safe area, and there's tons of lifeguards out, but they were allowing these, like, older kids who clearly were able-bodied swimmers and tall enough to be in the next level of depthness. I don't know how else to say it, right? Like, the kiddie pool goes from 2 feet 2 inches all the way up to 3 feet at the very deepest part of the kiddie pool. And then from there, there's a rope and it drops off to being like 4 feet, and then it goes onward, you know? And these kids were clearly big enough to be in 4 feet of water. And there was no good reason for them to be in the kiddie pool. And yet the lifeguard was letting them be there. And they were like boys who, if I had to guess, I'd say were anywhere between 9 and 13, just looking at them. And they were like wrestling hardcore and like throwing each other around and like just getting really rough and rowdy, which like, hey, cool, have fun. But like, go do it in a deeper part of the pool. Don't do it here next to like 5-year-olds who can't go anywhere else. Like, you have no reason to be here, you know? It was just, I found it annoying. Like, you're clearly tall enough to be someplace else, so go be someplace else, right? Like, I remember being a kid and like I could not wait to get out of the baby section. Like, I was a good swimmer. I picked up swimming really quickly, and by the time I was his age, I was already swimming off to the deep end. Like, I can remember going to the pool in North Carolina with my mom at like 5 and 6 years old, and her being shocked because she'd be over in a deeper area with a friend while I was in a shallow area with my friends, and then I would just swim over to her and go under the rope, and she'd be like, why are you here? You're not supposed to be here. You can't go under the rope. And I was just swimming, just did it. I was just naturally good at it. Ira, I think, will be like that. He didn't inherit that trait from me. It's gonna take some work with him, and like I couldn't wait. Like I said, I could not wait to be out of the baby area. Okay, that was just me. And so I don't know why these older children who are clearly tall enough, even if they're not strong swimmers, with how they were diving under the water and all that stuff, I think they're doing fine. But like, why are they in the baby section? Anyways, that's my rant. If you have older children, get them out of the baby section. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna go on home, and I'll check in with you guys later if there's anything worth chatting about later on. Hey guys, it's getting on to being the end of the day here. I don't even know where I stopped or started last time, in case, and this may get a little choppy here, but in case I haven't introduced these clips or anything, this morning, today's Wednesday, my friends and I had the kids over in the parking lot, and they were all learning to ride bikes. Most of them already know how to do it, but Levi and Ira do not. So they were out there trying to learn how to ride bikes, getting them going. Levi, by the end of it, we finally had him actually starting to pedal, so I'll include those clips here. Keep going. Keep doing it.
Just like this.
Keep doing it, and then you can get on your PJ Masks bike. Come on. Hands on the bars.
Just like this.
Your hands on the bars.
Just like this, right?
Keep going. Keep pushing. Push, push, push. Push, 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 push. Keep going. Push, push, push. Push. Levi, you gotta keep trying. You wanna ride your bike with everybody else, right? Keep trying. Keep going. Do it. Hey, 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 hey. Try again. Push feet back on. Hey, you were doing it. Feet back on. Stop blocking it. Go, 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 go. Push, 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 push. Push, push, push. Keep going. You're getting it. You're getting it. Go. Now steer away from the road because you're gonna go. There you go. Look at you. No, you're hitting the brakes. You're hitting the brakes. Come on. Go. Push. Pedal. You gotta do the pedals. Pedal, 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 pedal. Pedal. No. Push through. Bring it up and over. Go. You keep putting on the brakes. You had it. You gotta push your feet through. Push your feet. There you go. You're doing it. There you go. You're doing it.
Why is it so hard?
It's fun though, isn't it? Pump your legs.
Mom, I got one more.
Ready?
Hey, Allie, you're trying to steal my
Keep going
breath?
forward. Keep going forward. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Woo!
Keep going.
Look at you, Levi.
You're riding a bike. Good job.
You're doing it.
No, keep going. Keep riding. Push, push, push. Keep pedaling. Pedal, 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 pedal. Keep pedaling.
Oh my God.
We'll go chase him down on your bike.
Go.
Go get him.
Go get him.
Go, Levi, go! Go, go, go! You can do it!
Go, buddy, go.
I'll have hers. I'll eat hers. Shot. Mom? Shot, can I eat this? You can't eat the wrapper.
Good job, Keisha.
I told him I'd take him to the gas station to get a piece of candy.
Oh.
So he ran up his bike.
See, I was telling him I'd take him to play claw machine, but
He didn't even answer me to that. He just got on it.
oh my gosh.
So I don't know if he actually wants to go.
A little twerp. Now keep in mind at our old house, it was not in the best neighborhood and there was no place for them to go out and learn how to ride a bike. Like we couldn't even just do it on the sidewalk because it's too much traffic. So he's a little behind on that. He never even rode a tricycle. We tried, we take him places and try, but it's hard when you don't have this available access, get out and go, you know? So Levi's a little behind on that, but he's starting to get it. And then Ira's starting to get the hang of it as well. I don't think I got any clips of him doing it, but he had one of those self-propelled bikes. It was probably in the 90s today, I don't know, but I was sweating. I still feel just grimy and gross from this morning, but after the kids all came in for lunch and I went down for a nap, Levi sat and played, or he sat and watched a little TV, and I cleaned things and did laundry and all that stuff, so I didn't really feel like I had time for a bath, so I'm getting one tonight. I need one. Fingers crossed. I'm getting a bath. Other mothers understand. So after naps and lunch and all that stuff, everybody came back outside to play, and then it rained, and so the kids got to play in the rain. So I'll insert a clip of that here. I do have permission from my friends to insert clips of their kids, so don't worry, I already asked them, they said it's fine. But they had a great time playing in the rain. It's a lot of fun for them just to run around that parking lot when it's all soaking wet. And now I'm working on making some shrimp Alfredo for dinner. So I'll turn you around and give you a little look at what I'm doing right now. So I've got a lot of shrimp, probably like 2 tablespoons of butter. And then I have added in some minced onion, some applewood rub. And that's all that's in there right now. And then I've got my water starting to heat up for the pasta. And if you watched my last grocery haul, we picked this up for the kids. So we're gonna do this up with the Alfredo. I don't think the kids are gonna eat any shrimp, so I'll add the shrimp in separately. It won't get all mixed, but I'll show you guys what it looks like once it's done. Okay, here's what dinner's looking like. We've got our pasta. Went ahead and pureed up some peas and put in the sauce. It's slightly green tinted, but you can't even taste them in there. So grapes and breadsticks. This guy is clearing his plate. He is not having any complaints. This guy ate grapes and disappeared, so we're gonna have to wrangle him back in here. Good morning. It's Thursday. Don't ask what that weird face thing was I just did. So before we end this vlog, I want to try something with my kids, okay? This is not innovative. It's not new. People have been doing it for a long time. I just never have. It's where you blend up vegetables and mix it into foods your kids normally like to eat. So I'm getting to the point now where it's a fight to get them to try new things, right? I'm sure a lot of you parents out there can feel it. Levi is nearly 5. Ira just turned 2 in May. And getting them to try new foods is hard. I feel like they live on sugar and not sugar. They don't get a lot of candy. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm thinking bread, because y'all know you eat a lot of bread. It kind of acts like sugar in your body. Anyways, carbs is what I should have said. They want to live on bread and cheese, chicken nuggets, fish sticks. That kind of sums it up. Like, it's so hard to get them to eat food. So last night I made up Alfredo, right? I made up the shrimp Alfredo and I blended in some peas and put in it. You couldn't even taste the peas, actually. And it was a great way to get some vegetables into my husband, because I still couldn't get my kids to eat the Alfredo because I told him it was white macaroni and cheese instead of yellow. And Levi, I already tried it. He actually ate some, but Levi was like, I don't like white macaroni and cheese. I want yellow, blah, blah, blah. So like he ate a breadstick and grapes and that was it. So today for lunch, I'm going to make regular actual macaroni and cheese and add vegetables to it. So let's see if we can get them to eat some vegetables that they don't know about. Okay, so Levi changed things up on me. He said he'd rather have a cheese sandwich. What I make for one kid, I make for both. So I'm gonna mix this into their mayonnaise, and hopefully they don't notice that there's something healthy hiding in their sandwich. I'm hoping the mayonnaise can overpower the flavor of that. Fingers crossed. There's not.
There's a wet in here.
There's no, this is normal. It's got mayonnaise on it.
I don't like green in here. There is. I'm not eating this cheese sandwich.
There's no green on it.
I'm not eating it because there is. I'm not eating the cheese sandwich then. Then Mommy, I'm not eating the cheese sandwiches. Mommy.
Well, that was a fail for that one. Ira hasn't tried his yet. Oh. He just shoved it in his mouth. And he didn't even notice. So, if you got little littles like Ira's age who's not paying that much attention yet, it might work. It's working for him. Levi, on the other hand, took a bite and noticed. I'm gonna guess he tasted the peas. So, oh, I thought he was gonna pick the sandwich back up, Levi. We'll see. We'll let him sit with it. Maybe he'll decide to eat it. But that's gonna be it for this video today. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you have any tips for getting your kids to start eating vegetables, let me know. I don't want them to hear me talking. Let me know in the comments below, because it's been a struggle for the last couple of years trying to get them to eat vegetables. And it's good for them, they need to eat it. So I was hoping maybe starting to hide things in things, you know, they would maybe eat it, wouldn't notice. So I'm gonna have to try it again sometime with some macaroni and cheese. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new here, hit the like button. Even if you're not new here, somebody hit the like button. Comment down below. I love talking with you guys in the comments. Sometimes I'm a little slow on responding, but I always try to respond to my comments. I love connecting with you guys and hanging out down in the comment section. If you're new, I hope you decide to take the time to check out my channel, see if there's anything else you'd like to watch. Hopefully you will subscribe, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.